Welcome back. We're still in conversation with Azalea Ray. उर्दू में मैं थोड़ी सी आपको ये बात बता दूं कि ये फरीदा खानम की पहली और ओनली शागिर्द हैं. इसकी क्या वजह है? क्योंकि फरीदा खानम पिछले 40 साल से बहुत अरसे से परफॉर्म कर रही हैं और उनके पूरी दुनिया में बहुत सारे फैंस हैं. सो व्हाट इज़ दैट थिंग दैट इज़ सो इम्पोर्टेंट और सो वंडरफुल अबाउट Farida Khanum that attracted you to her, and what is it about you that she accepted you as her only shagird?
The fact that I'm her only disciple only came to my knowledge after I returned back to Canada. I had no clue that I was her only disciple. I felt an affinity towards her voice, and I would watch her, study her on video on YouTube, right? I was introduced by her by some of my Pakistani friends. And I was obviously clueless because up to that point I was solely into classical music, which is about resonance of sound, more so than the poetry. But there was something inherent about this woman's voice that made her the poetry itself.
Okay.
When she sang, she was able to imbibe the poetry and the music into her form. She became the poetry to me.
Okay.
And through watching her eyes and her mannerisms and her integrity and her, like I said, this female sensuality, you know, the grace that a woman carries and the respect that she carries, everything combined, I felt a complete connection with her voice. I felt that whatever I still have left in my being, because I've lost the high range of Julie Andrews, of Lata's voice. I was able to emulate Lata's voice as much as I could emulate Abida Parveen.
Okay.
And then I realized that even with this broken, cracked voice, there's still an avenue to switch over to this genre. All these years of classical training, they can't go to waste. So I started imbibing her repertoire, Farida Khanum's, and the pull towards her has more to do with the love that she presents through the poetry. There's this incredible love that she shares with her listeners.
So the artist became the art itself.
The artist became the art. And that transcending of becoming the poetry is the ultimate goal, I think, that every artist, every being should be. That's my personal feeling.
Azalea, we have a caller for you.
Aye, okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum, कौन बात कर रहे हैं?
My this is Ali.
जी अली.
I'm really impressed by what she has been telling throughout the program.
जी.
But I'm really interested in asking her two questions.
बोलिए.
The first one is that I'm also a musician. I would just ask a very basic question.
All right.
That is that why the youth of Pakistan, especially I would talk about our youth,
जी.
is not listening to the legends which we have. I mean, they do pay a lot of respect to the great musicians like, he just took the names of Farida Khanum and Iqbal Bano and Marius and Ghulam Ali, they're of course the legends.
I'm sorry, could you put the phone away a little from your mouth because I can't, the voice is very muffled and I really didn't understand the question, so you'll have to make it really short and to the point and a little clear for me also so that I can ask Azalea that question for you.
Alright, I will just make it more crisp. My first question is, I will just ask one question, is that why our youth are not listening to the legends which we have? If they are the pioneers, they were the legends of music. Why are they not listening to them? And why are they not trying to copy and trying to gain from their experience, which we have in our country?
All right. I will ask Azalea that question, and thank you so much for calling. Basically, because the voice was really muffled, so I barely understood half of it. But I think his point was that our musicians are so influential, have been so influential for people abroad, that he thinks that our musicians should also emulate them or should be inspired by these musicians, by the names that you took, Iqbal Bano, Farida Khanum. These women have been inspiring people through ages, through generations.
Right.
But before we go any further, there is one request, a personal request actually. जी हाँ, there is a ghazal आज जाने की जिद ना.
That's my Guru Ma's song. It's very difficult to sing this before everyone because she's the legend in this. Many people have sung this, but this is her trademark. But I'll try. I'll try, and if she's watching, Guru Ma, this is for you. ni sa ni pa ma ga, sa ni pa ma ga, ga ma dha ni re ni pa, pa sa ni ma ni dha ga dha pa, re pa ma re ni dha ni re ga ma pa ma re ni dha sa. हाय मर जाएंगे हम तो लुट जाएंगे, ऐसी बातें किया न करो, आज जाने की जिद न करो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, ओ यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आना. If I went on, then I would do injustice to her. So
thank you so much.
That
was wonderful. It is one of my personal favorites. We'll take a short break. आप कहीं जाइएगा नहीं, क्योंकि मैं अभी अज़ेलिया से बहुत सारी चीज़ें पूछूंगी. पहले तो उनका नाम का मतलब पूछूंगी, उनके बहुत unusual नाम है. You don't go anywhere. Take a short break. We'll be right back.
मजेदार कनौर टोमेटो सूप को करें और भी ज्यादा एंजॉय गार्लिक ब्रेड और क्रैकर्स के साथ. कनौर का मैजिक हियर.
लाइसेंस?
हाँ.
लाइसेंस टू वेयर ब्लैक.
डैंड्रफ? अगर ब्लैक पहनना है तो गेट क्लियर, गेट जीरो डैंड्रफ.
Clear. Zero dandruff shampoo. Your license to wear black.
टमी बोले स्नैक्स 7 बजे. मम्मी बोले नो. डिनर कौन खाएगा?
नया कनौर सूप रियल वेजिटेबल्स के साथ, इतना हेल्दी कि मम्मी खुश, इतना यमी कि
टमी खुश.
कनौर का मैजिक क्योर.
Welcome back. We're still in conversation with Azalea Ray. I'm going to talk to her more after the show is done. Now tell me about this Sufi festival that you're going to India for.
Well, I basically quit my job after 5 years. Started singing again 2 years ago since my connection with Farida Khanum. Quit my job, and I need to point out one thing, how I got to Pakistan, because a very important factor is I'm in Karachi to visit a friend, Azalea Khan. I had no idea of her history in Pakistan. I met her in Toronto 4 years ago. She was a tremendous influence in me singing again. Okay. I have to really put this in there. And it's souls like her, spirits like her that kind of awoken me and told me that whatever you have left in you is still worthy enough. She instilled that in me. She really instilled that in me. And she introduced me to the whole philosophy of Sufism and the love of God, and the fact that it's really the love of humanity. You know, the rituals and all the religious dogma ultimately are just kind of superfluous, you know, attachments we have. But it's really all about the love that we share towards humanity. And if you have the love within, then you can accomplish anything. And I would have to say she's one of the greatest influences of my life. And with that indoctrination, Sufism became a very important part of my life. I started reading on it, I started immersing myself in it, I started singing Amir Khusro items. And I quit my job, my office job, after 5 years, took the plunge, confronted my